It is beautiful, isn't it? This is my prayer room here in Los Molinos and in Montefrio in southern Spain. And this is where I come and seek God. And God has, over the years, been speaking to me about many, many different things. And during that time, we've seen God really move here in Montefrio. But you know, God is really bringing things together now in such a way that it's time to move forward. And it's bigger than just Montefrio. And I just want to share my heart of what I believe God is saying at this time. Before I came to Spain about 4 years ago, God showed me a picture, and it was of Spain covered with barbecues that looked like they'd gone out. They were like piles of coals. And God showed me that He wanted to breathe on those coals. And as He breathed on those coals, so life would spark up and flames would start to flame up from those coals. And the coals would become living and alive. And as I've been here for a while, I've realised I'm not the only person who's had that vision. In fact, a number of people have had the same vision here in Spain. It's quite common. Another picture God showed me, and also many other people, is of a net across Spain. God showed me a cobweb, others have seen a net. But where the net pieces cross represents a plant, a church plant. And so I really feel God is saying that over the years, over the last 20, 30 years, I've been planting my churches here in Spain. And now is the time I want to breathe on those churches. It doesn't matter what they look like. Those coals might look like they have no life in them, but I want to breathe on them. And that's where we are today, I believe. I feel God is saying, I have given this picture so many times, and you're all talking about it. You're all saying, hey, God's shown me this picture of embers and coals and nets and cobwebs and all these things. But you're just talking about it. You're not doing anything about it. And I believe God wants us to respond in such a way that we say, hey, God, I want to enable you to work through me, through us, through your church, to allow these coals to spark into life, that you might breathe on these embers, that Spain might catch a light for you. You know, in the UK, you're seeing God touch small people groups. For example, I know the Iranian community, particularly in Swansea, is being really touched by God. The Gypsy community is being touched by God. There are many small communities. And, you know, as we've been in Spain, we've been looking at the Spanish national community. But God is actually saying, I want you to look at a people group, a small people group that I want to work through. And that's the British expats. I just happen to speak the language. And so what we are doing is we are gathering together the pastors of English-speaking churches, initially from Malaga and Granada provinces, to seek God on the way forward that we might see God breathe on His church. Another thing God's shown me recently, just to confirm the timing of this, as I was praying on the beach down in the southern Spain in Tarifa, I sensed God just wanted to push the clouds back over Spain and then on over Europe. And then there was the painting drawn at Transform this year of Europe. It was a picture of Europe, but over Spain, seeds were being planted and fruit was being harvested. I believe this is the time for God to move in a new way here. As part of all of this, I've been in touch with Yinka. Yinka is from Reading, and God has blessed him mightily through taking the turning out onto the streets of cities in the UK and seeing many, many thousands of people make a commitment to Jesus. And so, following our meeting on the 27th of September, where the leaders will be gathered here, or down on the coast in Malaga, Yinka will be coming over to share his heart for the turning and see whether it's appropriate. Is God saying that we should bring the turning to Spain? You see, another thing that's relevant right now is with Brexit, there are many, many British people who are full of fear. What's happening? Do I need to leave Spain? Will I be okay if I stay? What's happening to my property? What's happening to my assets? There's much fear. And God showed me very clearly that we, the church, we need to take on Ephesians 6. We need to put on the shoes of peace and take peace where there is fear. And so this is a window of opportunity to reach out to those people. And so when Yinka comes out, we're going to be looking at taking the gospel onto the streets of the cities here in initially southern Spain, and seeing God touch lives where they need touching, seeing God bring peace where there is fear. So we need your prayers, we need your support, we need your encouragement. Maybe some of you will be able to do that from home. Maybe some of you will even come out and get involved. But I'm appealing to you that this is something that is big and on God's agenda for this time. You know, for 20 or 30 years now, men have been working hard here in Spain to plant churches, and they're tired and they're worn out. But you know, God is going to honour what they have done. God is going to fulfil the visions that he has put within men, even men that have got it really wrong over time. God is going to fulfil what he started to do. And so that's what it's about right now. So just asking for prayers, just asking for support, just asking for encouragement, for provision wherever you can provide. And so the particular dates at the moment is the 27th of September, where the leaders are gathering together, and I will be sharing with them about what I feel God is saying. And then on the 30th of November, when Yinka is coming over to Spain to share about the turning, and then from there we hope to launch the Turning Spain. Thanks for listening to what I've had to share. And if you have anything you feel God is saying to you about Spain, or anything that affects what we're doing here, I would really appreciate hearing from you. And thank you again for listening.